It was always drilled into me by my grandparents and my parents that if you're gonna go out there and make the world a better place, the best place to start is with your own family and your own people. I always knew that this is where I was gonna be. I am by no means a special story. Everything that I've had to overcome, everything that I've had to go through is pretty cut and paste around here. I grew up on the Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation, primarily in Eagle Butte. I was raised in a generous amount by my grandparents. We would come to La Plante. They had a house up on the hill. One of the things I used to love when I was little is cleaning with my grandma and music playing and the windows open and the wind blowing through. Those are the kind of memories that I want my children to take forward and give to their kids. It was never introduced to me, the idea that I could own my own home. It is a privilege to think months ahead, let alone decades. Taking on a mortgage for 20, 30 years, I don't even know if a lot of people consider whether or not they're still gonna be here in 20 to 30 years. Me and my children have definitely gone through one of the most traumatic things you could go through. I had 4 kids and me in a 2-bedroom apartment. And they were going to raise the rent. What would they do with me? Would I not have a home? The security of my housing situation was being thrown in and out of this equation. And then on June 25th, my daughter passed away. I couldn't do anything. Every time something was too much for me to handle, I was able to draw. I doodled my way through a lot of grief that first year. I still need to return to my life. I still have, 3 children that I need to provide a home for. I still have to move forward. I've just recently been able to say and feel like I'm an artist. I didn't paint to make money to begin with. I painted to express myself. Systematic challenges have created a reservation of people who don't know the things that they should know. And fortunately, we have 4 bands. We have 4 bands who teach those things.
Most of the issues that our homeowners face have to do with barriers that have been set up around the land type that we have no control over, that were set up through many treaties with the United States government. Who do you call when you want to buy a house? We don't have realtor companies. It is not about individuals and whether they can handle a mortgage or whether their credit score is perfect. My name's Lakota Vogel, and I'm the executive director of 4 Bands Community Fund. 4 Bands is a native CDFI, so a CDFI stands for Community Development Financial Institution. We've developed a path for envisioning what life could be like for families that didn't exist before.
Hi. Wow.
Tammy's story is really powerful to me because she's been from the community forever. She knows the story of the land. She has such a giving spirit, and she really influences a lot of youth in the position that she holds. This is where her heart and soul is the community.
Yeah, greeting card.
I think being from and of the community is really important. There's some vibrancy in Eagle Butte, South Dakota. It's really great to be able to just step out the doors of 4 Bands and look down Main Street. We have a lot of new generation ownership, going to native business owners, opening coffee shops, opening vending machine stores, and the native youth being able to look across the countertop and see somebody that looks like themselves. We were developing a mortgage department. We knew that April could navigate the unknown. She's a hometown girl, born and raised here. She created the department, created a very great relationship-based lending system. We learn about the person. We take this tool called money and sew it into this bespoke piece of, they can feel it, it fits them well. The end goal with us is supporting this community member in accessing a home. The homeowners in April just work side by side and make decisions together.
I don't actually know what my life would look like if I didn't meet April. We went to high school together. I took the homeownership class that is put on by the Cheyenne River Housing Authority and Bands. She was able to help me through that process. And I think 6 or 7 weeks later, April messages me and she's like, I did find some housing options for you. One of the biggest parts for me when it came to becoming a homeowner is that it gave me freedom to show my kids that you don't just have to work to survive. You can work to thrive, you can work to live, you can work to grow your spirit, you can work doing something you enjoy. This is what your spirit came to earth for. I hope that they learn to look to the light. My kids now know what it's like to have a home and to have consistency and to have a home base. I'm excited to see what they can become because of that.
We're the heart and soul of a lot of the work. We're the nation's, first people, and I think that how we take care of us and even how we build up the capacity of Native leaders can have ripple effects into other economies and neighboring communities, and we should all want to be a part of that and be proud of that.